Oh, look at that. Look at that. You dog, you. Ah, I wasn't expecting that. Oh my goodness. Hey there. Wait a sec. Let's get this thing started. It's this button right over here. Um There we go. Hey there, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be in your part of the world.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
It's so good to see you. My name is Jeff Fritz, and today is March 21st, 2025, and we're going to write a little bit of code today. How are you doing there, chat room? How are things going? I see a bunch of folks here. Let me head over, and we already ran the hat command. Let me say hello, Null Sheffa with a big wave. Pyro Cat, how you doing there, friend? Infested is here with a wave. Hello. C Sharp Titan, good morning, good evening to you in Melbourne. The category's there. The category's there on the Twitch channel. Absolutely. We're broadcasting live on Twitch and YouTube. I have Charlie running right now, and it is connected, and I am getting messages from both services. So we're looking good so far. McNets, how you doing there? Asking, have I somehow resolved the Twitch notifications? Yes. Turns out it wasn't a restricted thing. It was the JSON object that I was trying to parse and insert the Twitch information into was the wrong schema. I fixed that. Came right up. Oh my goodness. So yes, this is my beige Hard Rock Philadelphia hat from the Hard Rock Cafe, Philadelphia, which, right, that was kind of a thing during the football season. The fans from Washington, D.C. thought they would invade Philadelphia and take over the Hard Rock Cafe in Philadelphia. Most Philadelphians didn't know we had a Hard Rock Cafe. Like, it's not someplace that Philadelphians go to. It's a touristy restaurant. Our folks don't typically go eat there because, quite frankly, it's in the middle of the conference center district. It's downtown, right across the street from the convention center, and that's not where residents go to hang out and party and have a good time. So that wasn't a thing. My daughters happen to love Hard Rock Cafe when we go to various cities, and they like going to the one in the closest one here in our city. So every now and again, we wander down to the Hard Rock Philadelphia. How's it going, chat room? So yesterday, I wanted to just tinker and test a couple things with the Charlie chatbot, and it went really, really well. And folks seemed like they were really interested in it. And we got through, we were testing a bunch of things, and we tried to tweak and tune the AI prompts that I had written that are being used to identify locations for the map widget that we're going to roll out and use here on stream. And quite frankly, we broke them pretty good. The map is not resolving at all now, and that's frustrating. That's annoying. So I'd like to spend some time, take a look at that. There's a couple other issues, a couple other things that we were working on that I'd like to tweak and tune while I have a live stream here, because I'm going to set up for next week. Next week is Microsoft MVP Summit. I will not be broadcasting. I won't be streaming, but we will. We'll have some things going on next week that you'll be able to tune in and see. And I'm going to spend some time while I'm on campus, while I'm at work. I have to go to work. You know, I've got a week I have to go to work. I'm going to spend some time there talking to folks, learning a little bit about how to work with some more of these AI features that we're going to add into the Charlie chatbot. So let me get some music playing in the background here. I see a couple more questions coming in. Let me start the music and then I'll go to some of those. Let's start here. This is called Dopamine. This is music from the Stream Beats EDM playlist. It's music that's DMCA free. It's royalty free. Listen to it wherever you'd like. Check it out at streambeats.com. Big thanks to Harris Heller and his team of creators for this music that we're going to be listening to today. There it is right there. Dopamine. Hey, Apricot, greetings to you in the Ukraine. Yeah, see, the location map didn't pick that up at all. So, Iris, hello, welcome. And is it Bob Ross? Little Bob Ross? All right. That's a thing. Hello. Welcome. Yep, there's the hat. Can it connect to Blue Sky and X? Can the chatbot? Sure, I've got the code to do that already with TagsApp, but that's not what this bot is being designed for. So, yes, I do have a live stream on Tuesday. So I am the co-host for the .NET Aspire Community Stand-Up with Maddie Montequilla. We're of course going to do all the community stand-up things that you've seen John Galloway and other folks do for years and years. Talk about various links, talk about product updates. But I want to put my own stamp on this, and I asked Maddie if she'd be open to it, and it was an emphatic, oh my gosh, yes, let's do that. We're going to do live coding. We're going to do a little bit of live coding from the .NET Aspire Community Stand-Up. And we're going to talk a little bit about health checks. I started touching on it briefly yesterday. We're going to dive a little bit deeper on health checks. How you can customize them. How this concept that is being infused into our applications that isn't in the default templates for ASP.NET Core or other applications, but how you can infuse those features and start to get a little bit more manageability around your application and how it's working. So we're going to be talking about that and diving in a little bit further next week. So that'll be on Tuesday, 9 Pacific, 10 Pacific is what time it is that we'll be having that stream. So the notification issues that I was having issues with coming from Twitch, turns out I had the wrong schema that I was attempting to parse and interact with. So, Greenish Pepper, hello, good to see you. So I do have. Let me head over. I'll show you the dashboard. I do have the connections to Twitch and YouTube properly updating and showing the number of viewers that we have on both. The Twitch viewer count API is notably slow in updating and giving us notification of how many viewers there are. So when I put a breakpoint on here, even though I have this run once every 30 seconds, it still comes back and it's not accurate to the number of viewers that it reports that we have in Twitch. It's not. So, mousing all the way, let's go in here, data. Yep, there's the stream, and now it's saying 41. Yeah, and of course, now it's accurate. Of course, now it's accurate. See? So, but it's fine. It's good enough for what I'm trying to do to give me that one glance dashboard of what's going on stream. Can I explain how to do a regression test in an Angular and .NET application? Well, hang on. Regression tests indicate that you have some sort of previous state that you're trying to ensure still works. You're trying to ensure that your tests don't find that your features regressed at all. you might be thinking of something more like integration testing. And what I would do is I would consider using something like Playwright. Playwright is a series of browser extensions, APIs that will allow you to connect. See, and it didn't. Okay. If you ask questions with a question mark at the end, it'll pop up in the queue, and I can put it on the lower third here. That's going to lead to some features that benefit you, chat viewers, in the future. Okay. Done that aside here, but if we go to playwright.dev, you'll find there's tools that hook up and allow you to test with all kinds of browsers, allow you to set the browser sizes. It lets you write your tests in JavaScript, Python, Java, or C# with .NET. So what I would do is I would write a series of tests that exercise the current features that you're going to be modifying. Make sure that those Playwright tests pass. Once you're done that, then go make your modifications and make sure that your tests still pass. But I would use Playwright to do that, and there's some great bits of documentation available out there for how to set up Playwright, how to interact with various continuous integration systems. Right, so if we scroll down here, guides for accessibility testing, some best practices guides. But even further here, there's integrations available to show you how to work with Docker, continuous integration, even Selenium Grid. But continuous integration, there's docs in here that show, here it is, how to even work with GitHub Actions, right? I thought Docker, Azure Pipelines, Circle CI. So over here, you can find all of your favorite CI tools that you can use to exercise and make sure that your Playwright tests run as code is committed and you go to roll things out. Playwright is really good. The folks that build and work on Playwright are colleagues. They do work in my division. Great folks, and there's good stuff here that you can use. All right, so I definitely suggest you check out Playwright. And look, it didn't even pick up. It didn't pick up Greenish Pepper's question and put it in the overlay. Yeah. Yeah, question queue feature. Like, it didn't pick up any of that. And I have a feeling I'm going to need some more try catches in here to make sure. There was a question from, where did it go? How you doing, Smirking Squiggly? C# Titan asking, should you use ASP.NET versus Blazor? Well, Blazor is ASP.NET. Let me come back over here. Blazor is ASP.NET. Blazor is just a user interface framework that's part of the ASP.NET collection. And this is kind of that problem that .NET gets into. There are layers of abstractions that .NET has that other ecosystems haven't even thought of. Like, it's not even a concept. There's a JavaScript ecosystem. Great. What do you call the collection of tools and libraries and packages and user interface frameworks that all work with JavaScript? It's just the JavaScript ecosystem. We have a different name for that. We call it .NET, right? Same thing here. What do you call the collection of tools and libraries and user interface frameworks that sit on top of Node.js? They're JavaScript frameworks. Well, what does that mean? There's different layers that they snap together, right? Are you using Angular with Express on top of Node? What does that all mean? These are all different layers, and you kind of snap the pieces together, and it's not clear where they start and end and what pieces snap in and work with what. In the case of .NET, the general name for, right, web application development, right, the web frameworks, the World Wide Web SDK is ASP.NET. As part of that, there's different user interface frameworks. Blazor, MVC, Razor Pages, minimal APIs, so forth. Web forms back in the day. So when would you choose ASP.NET versus Blazor? Well, if you're using Blazor, you're using ASP.NET. It's one of those frameworks. So that's where I would, right? Would I choose to use Blazor instead of ASP.NET MVC in place of Razor Pages? Maybe. I'm comfortable with Blazor, so much so that I prefer it. I don't see there are ways to counter the overhead that you get with using Blazor. Blazor has, when it runs server side, has a little bit of overhead compared to those other frameworks. It's a little bit slower. So I counter that on Aspirify.net by adding output caching. I cache things aggressively so that it responds quickly. And quite frankly, nobody knows that it's Blazor unless they watch this guy. Greenish Pepper says, I find the learning material for Blazor confusing. There are too many different Blazor project types, and most tutorials I see have older Blazor structure. You're not wrong, Greenish Pepper. And this is a problem with any type of documentation about a tool, a product, in this case, user interface framework. If you go and look up Angular training material, first off, good luck. Second, when you do find it, is it for the current version? It might not be, right? So, and there are significant changes that happened in Angular architecture through various versions. And that's what you're seeing now, is there was a significant architecture change in how Blazor user interface frameworks are built and deployed and chosen with version 8. That was the November 2023 version of Blazor. When that happened, yeah. Now, before that, there was Blazor Server and Blazor WebAssembly, and none the two shall cross. It was like a Catholic school dance. All the boys stay on this side of the room, and all the girls stay on that side of the room, and nobody comes into the middle. Now, with Blazor as of November 2023, with .NET 8, now .NET 9, we've got all kinds of ways that we can mix and match all of your Blazors. And that does get confusing. This was high demand. Developers really wanted this. I don't want to just run Blazor on the server. I also want to run it in the browser, and I want to be able to mix and match them. I want to be able to choose where my application runs. So we added that. And it made things really, really confusing for new folks. No doubt. It does make things really confusing. However, what it also does is it gives you more power in choosing and optimizing how your application runs than any other web framework. I would strongly recommend start with Blazor Web Server Project. Blazor Web Project. Start with Interactive Server. See how that works. Then start pulling off the interactivity. See how that works. Then add in the WebAssembly. See how that works. and then mix and match, and a whole bunch of stuff will light up, and the ability to define pages and components inside of the WebAssembly project, and they just work on the server project, and they also work on static server rendered. Very, very interesting. So basically, regression testing is running old code blocks after the new features. Testing the old code blocks after the new features is what I would say. Iris. I hope I'm pronouncing your screen name right. Can I make a video on setting up dependency injection with the WinForms project type while using Blazor web views? WinForms dependency injection. Why? Think about why when folks choose WinForms, when folks choose WPF, when folks choose .NET MAUI, you're packaging and deploying a specific set of features to be run natively on a machine that you don't necessarily control. So dependency injection, setting up and running it, can get a little bit large and tricky to maintain. It's doable. It doesn't come with dependency injection in the box. It's doable. I could see wanting to do that if you have a plugin type of architecture that you're deploying, but even then, you want to take more full control over those types of things. Yes, the online browsing platform SDK. There you go. What kind of applications would I choose MVC over Blazor? Right now, I wouldn't, Surly Dev. I wouldn't. I don't think there's... I don't... When I think about MVC architecture... I'm not even going to say MVC architecture. Let me back up. When I think about the MVC framework, the way that it forces you into keeping controllers and views and models separate is not the way that I think about building applications now. I think about building pages that have reusable components on it. And that is... that's a direction that I'm more comfortable thinking about. So for the way that I write applications right now, I would consider Razor Pages and then Blazor. And even then, Razor Pages are good for building server-side rendered applications. They're not going to give you the interactive on the client look and feel. So if I want interactive things that run and update on the client, now I've got to wire up things like SignalR. Well, that's in the box with Blazor. So when I want more interactive applications, I'm going to go and do Blazor. What do I think about Ant Design Library for Blazor? Haven't tried it. Do you have a link for me? Magnivio, do you have a link you can share? When should you choose Blazor WebAssembly over Blazor Server? Asks Smirking Squiggly. None of these questions are coming through. Clearly my question feature crashed here. And that makes me sad. I'm gonna have to figure out why it crashed. Let me just restart it. And we'll see that thing pop up. When should you choose Blazor WebAssembly over Blazor Server? Blazor WebAssembly is great when you have code that you want to run natively in the browser. So, and it's also great in a disconnected scenario. So you can set up your application as a progressive web app so that it runs in the browser in a disconnected model. So folks have a phone or a tablet that they're taking somewhere where they're going to have unreliable connection back to your server. Fantastic. WebAssembly. You want to do some interesting processing natively in the browser, WebAssembly. I'm becoming less and less interested in WebAssembly as time goes on. It's great for when you want to push a block of data into the browser, let it process and present with some sort of rich visualization. But I don't want to do business logic in WebAssembly because I don't have control over that code. Hey, Frank. Hello. You're interested in using Blazor WebView within web forms for the look and feel? Go for it. Frozen Fusion. Hello. Welcome. Love the dancing dinosaur. Yeah, from TwitchCon. What do we got here? Gamma. Food for thought. Not trying to flame here. Are these web app frameworks becoming over-engineered? After all, isn't it about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or other languages and thoughts? That's a great question, Gamma. I think there is a place where they are becoming over-engineered. You're not wrong. I also think that there are features and ways that we're interacting and building applications that are growing and evolving, and folks want quicker ways to interact and do those things. Right there, we saw the evolution of the skeleton components, right? That have that gradient background that animates for a little bit while data is loading in the background. How do you do that? That seems like an interesting and fashionable way to roll out content in 2024, 2025. How do we do that quickly and easily? Well, somebody wrote a widget to do that. Okay. Do we need an entire framework to do that? No. We need a little bit of CSS and a widget to do that. We don't need to write an entire thing. Okay. I want to be able to interact and work with an AI language model. How do I do that? Well, do we need an entire user interface framework to work with that? No. But I can get a series of libraries that should plug into my favorite user interface framework to do that. There are other folks who are going way over on, well, don't just have a framework that will snap into the large language model and generate the HTML that you need as you need it. Well, really? Does that benefit you? You've created something that's overly complex, that's not tested and tried, and what does that give me? So, oh, and of course, Surly Dev gave me a clip. It's nice to have options, but Frank prefers Blazor these days. Yeah, I do too. Yep. Ant Blazor. I see you downloading into my browser. Interesting. Looks like a nice collection. Enterprise class UI, interactive language and visual style. Not bad. Supports WebAssembly static file deployment. Okay. Supports .NET MAUI, WPF, Windows Forms, and other Blazor hybrid workloads. Supports Electron. Nice. I'd have to tinker with it and give it a try. I'd be curious about how... Gitpod. Oh, there we go. I'd have to tinker with it a little bit. I don't see any reason not to check it out. Looks like they've got a good start. What's their test kit here on the side? To create B unit test context derived from Ant design test base. Okay. Not bad. I was going to say, it doesn't look like an English first organization there. So, who's the dev from Power Platform that streams? Sean, don't know. What if you want to grab a beer and a burger with Fritz? Drop me a line if we're in the same town, and absolutely, I'm happy to do that, Pyrocat. The only trick is, and I'm very open with this. I share it in my about there below on Twitch. I do have celiac, so typical normal beer I can't have. There you go. Take a picture of that. But I can, and same thing with a typical cheeseburger. Can't do a roll, but there's ways around that, and we can make that work. So, swap to YouTube. Sure, you can do that. You've been watching yet videos on React? Just think it seems harder for someone who wants to write a website. It makes learning a bit harder. YouTube. I agree, Cy Gamma. The number of tools that you need to stand up React and turn it into something that's effective is constantly changing and evolving at a very fast pace by folks who are not entirely part of the core React team. That makes things a little bit hard to maintain and chase and understand, and that's difficult. So I get it. I totally get it. So there you go. It's my Hard Rock Cafe hat. For some reason, yeah, Twitch chat is not being handled at all right now, and I don't know why. Like, this was like the thing that the chatbot was really, really good at. And it sure looks like I either hit thread starvation or I don't know what. But it is not picking up messages. Yeah, the thread stopped. And I don't know why. Something had to break somewhere in here. I'm going to throw a big old try-catch on this. You know what I mean? Let's head over. I'll show you what I'm looking at here in the code. Well, so here's the thing. I'm setting the health check down here if it exits the loop. If it errors out, there's nowhere that's going to catch it. So what I'm going to do, like, read message isn't really the issue. It's down here, process message, that I think is the issue. Where did it go? No, change that back. Right here. Right, so let's wrap this. Provide a little protection because I wrote some code that broke. Yep. Come on now. Catch the exception. So next week I'm on the ASP.NET community stand-up. We're going to be doing the .NET Aspire community stand-up, and we're going to talk about health checks then. I'm also talking to some folks from Gunner later today. We're going to set up, and I'm going to be doing some streaming on the Gunner channels. We're going to talk about and build some fun things over there. Probably do a little bit of AI fun that's at a little bit more beginner level of coding to get folks interested and to bring in folks to those channels and show them some of the fun that we have. And I've also been asked to, I've been invited to play slot machines on the Slot Squad. That's going to be happening coming up soon. So we'll have some fun with that. But all coming up soon. Let's log the error here so we can catch this. Error while processing messages from Twitch. Right? And yeah, continue. Restart that, John. Gunner have a Twitch stream. They have I think they have Twitch, YouTube, Instagram is the big one that they're after. And there's a couple other places as well. So, of course, I'm wearing my Gunner glasses here today. Gotta wear those. Let me put a breakdown here. If it errors out while processing messages. Take a look at the dashboard. Hey, Napalm. Hello. So, if I do the I'm in Philly. Yeah. Coding streams on Instagram sounds weird. Not gonna lie. Sounds a little weird. Is it still processing messages? Or did we crash out? No. We're good. But it's not getting locations at all. Like, the chat location stuff is... Same thing with... yeah, see, location is not working at all. And I don't... Like, we broke that good. Over in here in the chatter. So I think there's a combination of rolling this back and rewriting it that I need to do. But see, it didn't even pick up that question. Hang on. It didn't pick up that question from Twitch. That should have hit in here. Right? Didn't hit in here at all. No, finally. That tells me that we lost Twitch processing.
Oh my.
Right? I wonder if I broke it here. Yeah. Yeah. It's done. It broke. Let's do this. I have another... Put a break on you right there. And that thread... I've got to redo the layout of this class because it is a mess. Right here. Faulted, there it is. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Oh, God. Hang on. Take all these fields and properties. You're coming up here. All right. Where was that health check? Right here. If receive messages, look, I've got a task and I've got a thread. No, it's task. Where the heck did that just go? Yeah, do that. That's fine. But I don't know where it's erroring out. I mean, I suppose I could... Right? I could grab the exception from it, right? Yeah, exception. And that should be a thing. And then I can take a look in there. If faulted, unfault. Yeah. So... Yeah, one of my messages, and I'm willing to bet it's actually the map. Right? Need to really work on my error handling in here. So there it's handling a question. Well, there we go. The receive message. What? How can that be null? Hang on. Hang on. It's that. Okay. Right? Yeah, that. So I had a thread and a task out here. Ugh. Ugh. Is it working or not? No, not yet. So clearly I've got some code to send over to Copilot and tell it to do its thing. So waiting for activation. Yeah, okay, do your thing. So if I pull up the health checks UI, look at that. YouTube chat service is not connected yet. That'll take a second and then it'll get connected in. I had massages. Are you sure about that? Oh, when I was typing it. Yeah. So there we go. Look at that. Stack Exchange, Redis, timeout. That'll update and it'll be connected. Operation was canceled, connected to Twitch. There we go. Everything's because I was paused. Stuff wasn't. So right, come back over here, bring this back up. Already got 3 error messages sitting here. Error with AI prompt. Health check, health check. Twitch chat service unhealthy there. Input string was not in a correct format. What? Give me that. What do we got? Exception. Input string was not in the correct format. Yeah, show me. Show me a call stack on that son of a gun. Move next on Twitch chat service 245. Yeah. Yeah. Really? Is that a lib, that health check status page? yes, and it's packaged up and delivered as a container. And you can customize this. I'm going to be talking about that on Tuesday stream. I'm also recording a video that demonstrates how to add this, optimize, and customize for your needs. So, yeah, test questions and hoping to see those pop through, and nothing. Still says it's connected, though. Free for commercial use? Yep. Yep. I mean, the health check, there we go. Right, last message received. Timestamp, yeah. That should absolutely work. Really? I want minutes. Or do I... It's... I thought... It's not ends. No. What is it? Minutes, seconds? That's a timestamp. If I just do to string, it gives me that. But I don't, I want to format it. Yeah. Help me out there, Copilot. What am I doing wrong? Fix the toString method on this so that it formats a timestamp as minutes, seconds. Go figure it out. You want me to do storyteller mode? We can do that. We can do that. Sure. You're kidding? You're kidding. No. No way is that the fix. No way is that the fix. I don't believe that at all. I've got a bunch of voice mods queued up here. We could just go to crazy voice mod style for a bit. Yeah, see, the AI prompt is just flat not working. But channel point redemptions are going to be in here also. Didn't handle the question. Didn't handle the question. Like, you're kidding, right? No, it needs to be at least 10 characters long. What's the deal with... See, it's saying it hasn't received messages, too. Like, it's saying it didn't receive a message in the last minute. Oh, you're telling me that's going to work?
Codebase Alpha just resubscribed for 11 months. Go Charlie, go.
Hey, Codebase Alpha. Thank you so much. There we go. Now we're going to get question handling. YouTube's working, but Twitch is not for some reason. Thank you so much for the support. 11 months with us. Really appreciate you bringing that Twitch Prime. But this happens with the YouTube avatars. For some reason, like, the YouTube avatars don't load. I don't know why. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. But there's something, yeah, where the Twitch questions are just dying somewhere in the stream. It's see, it thinks it hasn't received messages. Let's take the map feature out for right now. What? Where does it start? There's a start here. Oh, it's right here. I forget what I do in the set setup. Let's just have this return for right now. Restart everything. No, not right now. Nothing's working coming in from Twitch. And I don't know why. And for some reason, right, this... See the image there? Show me just the images. Why am I getting a 429? Too many requests. Ooh. You put a no cache header on that, buddy. Interesting. No, Twitch chat is still not working. What's the deal with chat? No. Like, that should have hit. I should have gotten either... I should have gotten there. It might, right? No. It's getting messages. And it should be processing. Yeah, because I put a break on it for too long. Yeah, the Azure Q&A service is going offline here in the next week. So that's another reason I got to dump out and start looking at an update here, but this is really peculiar. Like, nah, it's not a key issue. I'm not even getting down here. No, it's not. Is it connected? Yes. And there's no messages available. Like, it's hitting. Twitch chat's not responding. Hang on. Let's do this. I think they may have... Because I'm not even getting ping messages either. Did Twitch... No, they didn't change. Right? Yeah. And I do a log trace here, and I think I have my log trace turned off. There's the question from DGen1, but I have it. It should be requesting additional messages here, and it's not. Wait a sec. You. So. Yeah, there is something wrong that is not right. That's right. So this, I don't think this is a keys thing. So, Frank, you're not going to be at MVP Summit? That's okay. That's all right. Okay, so there's the question it's adding. But I should be getting more hits coming through here. No. So is it faulted? Health check doesn't say so. Right? Where is it? Why isn't it showing me? I thought it was get health check. Yeah, check health async. Show me what you got there. Oh, load up them breakpoints. Figure out where this thing is stopping. So it's not faulted. It's just not running. I mean, it's connected, but it's not getting any messages. Wait a minute. I changed the way that it was connecting to chat. Hang on. So that's the update viewer count. That's something separate, and really I need to move that because damn, that's a lot of code. Okay. This is a bit of a mess. I want to like move some of these things around because I've inadvertently created just an unmaintainable pile of steaming garbage. I think I've got two different access tokens. And I don't have an access token that can get chat. Okay. Not entirely terrible. I can roll that back. Let's do this. Not that project. That's something that we're gonna stop. Here. Close all those. I think it was this one. Yeah. Generate access token from refresh token. Down here. This one. Yeah. Can I... Can I change the way that I'm viewing this? No, I want it... All right, fine. Open on GitHub. I want to see that older version and bring that back. So, yeah. I have a refresh token out here already. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to create a chat access token. And somewhere down here, there it is. Somewhere down here. So generate access token from refresh token. Right, clean these up. Thanks for dimming everything here that I'm working with because I'm not calling it yet. So, yep, I'm a refresh token. And I'm asking for an update. Now, that OAuth response. Access token expires in token type. It also has a... now let's try it. So what I'm going to do, go back up here and in connect, I'm going to change this to chat access token. Where was the get access token? There you go. Await, generate, access token, that. See if that works. I'm going to put a breakpoint there because I think my deal here is I was not interacting with it properly. Let me catch up here. Lucky Luke asks, do I drive a Tesla? No. No. I drive SUVs. No. I would love to drive muscle cars, but for right now, and I'm not going to show you access token, but that should work. Right, we should start getting messages. Right? We have a message. More messages. There's the question from YouTube. No, I didn't want that. There's the YouTube. Test question. There we go. Now we're back on with Twitch. There. All right. No, I drive SUVs. And I, yeah. If anything, I would be interested in getting a muscle car, and I don't consider a Tesla a muscle car. I'm looking at more like a Dodge Charger. So, or a Challenger. At what point do we go back to console logs? No. Copilot refactor it? That's not a bad idea. Apricot asking, did I use the cursor in work already? The cursor? Oh, did I use the cursor editor? I've tried it. Man, is that awful. I understand why people like it, but the accuracy of cursor is bad. It's bad. So, do the questions come after moderation? Nope. They just come on up there. Oh, hey, Corey! Great to see you, my friend. I hope you're feeling better. I know you had a rough spot there. Fantastic to see you here in chat. Thank you so much. Guillermo on YouTube writes, just finished watching The Clean Architecture with Steve Smith. That's fantastic. Thank you. Budget conscious? No, that's not it at all. President, not sure. I'm going to be practical. And quite frankly, an electric vehicle in my part of the country, there aren't electric chargers as easily accessible as folks might think. So, does Charlie Blocker ban comments that contain profanity? Not yet. That's done at the Twitch level. What you gonna do about this highly inappropriate question? Got to get that Hellcat. Oh, Pirate Cat. You weren't kidding. That's a good car. You're happy using Copilot edits agent mode in VS Code? Yeah. And it's still not. Well, I turned off the location. Right, the map. I told it not to process. So let's turn that back on. And let's see if we start getting it. That worked. That's the wrong location, but that worked. So if I could use this to click overlay questions on the stream, you mean like that? It'll also take questions from YouTube, right? That's fine. That's fine. We finally got a ping. Good. What was it? There was a question up there from YouTube. So, right. There's YouTube. I'm working on the animation. That's something that I need to get to. So, it's coming. So, yeah, see the prompt that it's using to do location lookups. Like, I can't find Europe. Come on. I think the issue right now is the AI prompt. And I need to update, tweak, and tune that. And quite frankly, I think what I may do, I may just go to an Azure map. There's an Azure Map API that I can get. Hello, Charlie. I am in Sweden. Can you find me? That's good. It should have. See, I'm trying to get it to parse the language better, and it's. What if I were to do that with the AI? Get it to analyze. No, see, then I'm hitting every question looking for a location. Well, if I identify that there's a location in the message, go extract the location from the message, and then use that to bounce off of the API. Yeah, the No, see. Location to show supported formats. That's not bad. That's not bad. Or a location command to force and say, here's my location. I'm in Nebraska. It should have picked up and run. Error with AI prompt. And this one is... Yeah, see? Israel location true, but it did not return any geographic information. Alabama is not and it what I think I'm running into here somehow is that it's not responding on time. Hey there, bald-bearded builder. Good to see you, my friend. So I've got to do some prompt engineering here. And figure that out as part of this. So what's like I need to bust this out into like a location command handler that will do all of this processing. Hand things off there. Oh my goodness, and a resub with Prime.
Builder just resubscribed for 53 months.
Thank you so much. 53 months with us. Much appreciate the support. Hope you're having... Hey, bald-bearded builder, will I see you next week at MVP Summit? With the M's, the V's, and the P's. Like Michael and I have known each other for 7 years now, 8 years now, and we have never met. Right? Just like Robert Tables, we've known each other for 7-8 years. We've had fantastic conversations, and we haven't met in person. You abhor travel? You are made for video. So you're telling me I'm going to see you at Build? Is what I'm hearing. That I'm going to see you at Microsoft Build. You got out of Build as well. How did that work? No. Don't make me fly you in for .NET Conf. Don't make me. All right. I'm going to back up. Let's do a couple things here before I get too much further. Save changes. Right? I haven't turned on the keyboard overlay in a while. Right? Where'd the keyboard cam go? Right? No, it's... Come on now. Yeah. I'm not seeing it. Okay. Ah, there we go. Yeah. All right, I can turn on the keyboard cam so you can see me typing there, doing my thing. I've got my controller there, my Quest controller. Fly him in, right? I think when you read I abhor travel, you thought Michael doesn't like to travel. What I meant by abhor travel was I will gnaw off my own legs to keep from having to walk down the street. Oh my. Let me commit these. Fixed Twitch chat authentication.
Oh my.
Right? All right, let me come back over here and I've got a whole bunch of just refactoring I want to do here. Like in here, let's go where to go? Delete all breakpoints. I want to delete all breakpoints. Delete them all. Delete them all. That's fine. That's fine. Sure. Okay. Let's move those out. That's not a terrible idea. No. Start by moving. What? Fine, stop. Yeah, that's fine. You go away. Same thing with you. And I'm okay with that one moving also. And I'm going to move all of those. Oh, I don't know what they were. This one, and this one, and that one, and this one. And move you all up in here. All right. Where was I? I've been getting a lot more LinkedIn traffic recently. I feel like that's becoming a thing again. Still got way too much code in here. All right, I wanted to go back to the map feature. Yeah, and this is just crazy long. Oh, see, in the lower third. Right, boop, turn that off. Ningo? Hello, welcome. What? So there is. I think I can share this. Can I share this? Yeah, I can share this. Our friend Fierce Kittens, she's on the mend. She posted on social media. She posted on Blue Sky last night. She was admitted to the hospital, ER run. Glad to hear that she was able to get help she needed. You can look up and find that. But hey, big thoughts and well wishes out to our friend Fierce Kittens. who had a little bit of a health scare yesterday, and want to let her know she's another live coder, another creator, another Twitch streamer out there. We're thinking about her, and all the best well wishes out to our friend FK. So, let me see. All right, we're good. So down here is where it gets into the geocoding, and I feel like I should move the geocoding out to its own class that this feature consumes and interacts with, and then we can do the geocoding somewhere else, and all that this class is doing is processing and handling what to do and decide what to work with in that message. Because the geocode interaction here tries to identify if there's a location, plot a location, identify the location, extract and work with. All of the meat and potatoes and logic of working with geography are down in here. And that's a thing. And I started changing up the point definition as well here. Separate class would make it easier for others to implement own location provider also. It'd make it easier for us to test and swap in different implementations. Or when I publish this, yes, other folks to implement. Yeah. Let's do that. Geocode service, geocode. I geocode messages. Because I don't name things services or stuff. I write interface names here that make it sound like you're describing what you do. I geocode messages. That's what I do. I has tags. I manage tags. Right? We did things like that in the past. And I think I want to use this and get rid of the idea of geographic point. This has one reference. Yeah, where is it? Here. Yeah, we're going to get rid of you. Now I don't need this. And I can rename this to geographic point. And I'm going to move you out. Where'd it go? Here. You're going over there. I have this idea of a map location, which quite frankly is the geographic point that it's going to plot on the map. Go ahead and move you out too. Okay. Simplifying. Yep, that feels like something. No. Leave that here. Let's turn this into a property on this. Yep. That's all I want. Easy enough. I has coffee. Exactly. There you go, John. Yep. Yep. So now I can go back over to here. I don't need this anymore. Right? Which feels like I should have done that a while ago. Okay. Oh boy. Let's take this. Task geocode. Take in a message. Who's the user? Who's the where's the location? I'm just gonna say force. Whether it's AI, whether it's whatever extension that you're using. Leave my interface definition down here. Now I'll put it. Hide the keyboard. Record and plot location. That's an internal thing, but right, this is. I don't want to do that as an event handler. I'd rather do that as an action. Right? On. Yeah. And even then, I don't want it to be a... No, you want to be able to set on that. That's okay. So that when we do say geocode this, here... Right, the output of this should trigger that event, because it may happen asynchronously. In fact, I expect it to happen asynchronously. The name... The string identification of the name of the location. I feel like that should be... Right? Get location is where it's actually doing... You want to... Go ahead. Give it a try. Right? Get location is where it's actually getting the location name. So let's actually pass this. And map location has that chat service and user type in there. I'm mixing things. I've got a couple concepts kind of interwoven together here, and I want to pull them apart so that all that this is doing is returning that point. At which point I don't want this. Yeah. Let's not call this geocode. Let's call this get coordinates from location. Or get point from location. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Move you out. Nope, that's the way I want it spelled. Why is IL... What is this? Give me a folder for interfaces. No, I don't like that. Where did I put it? Put it somewhere up here. Now I can start to break that up a little bit, right? Olama geocoder, right? Yeah, I geocode messages. Not bad. Not bad. And then I can move that stuff around. Right, and I can do the interactions here. What didn't I implement? Get point from location. Let's do that. Take you and move that up there. So we use a primary constructor. You need to be async. Not bad. Not great yet. Not bad. Correct the spelling of Olama. No. Where'd it go? I'm going to move file. Why won't it let me move the file? Really? There it is. So now I'm going to get rid of that in a little bit here. But I geocode messages. I'll do that. And it's going to be somewhere in here. I'm going to end up replacing that. Right? Get location async. Where's this called? 2 places. And the other one's inside here, isn't it? Yeah. Why do I have it there twice? There's a lot of simplification that I'm feeling happening here. What is it my test map is using? Because I have that come through. Record in plot location. No. Try identify location async, yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to end up removing this. It's used there. And where's the other one? Yeah. And here's the whole way that I'm managing cache. And I'm okay with that. I think I also need to do... I'm measuring twice here before I cut and start doing surgery on this and just gutting pieces of this. It's the username, it's not the location name that is stored. So it's not that. Okay. Think this through, Fritz. That's going to get moved out. Do I just start breaking things now? I could. There's the location set. All right, hang on. Close everything else. I need to register this now. There's my features. Is it going to be a singleton? Yeah, because those other ones are singletons. No. I geocode messages. Yeah. All right. So I think come on. This I'm getting rid of. And I know it's broken over there. That's okay. Like I'm breaking things on purpose here. So let's rename this to parse and handle message because it's not geocoding. I'm going to move down here into... Right, this is like the location repository stuff. This is how I'm parsing and identifying location names. This, I feel like, could be its own implementation as an interface also that starts with regular expressions here but grows and gets more sophisticated. So let me park that for right now. All right, parse and handle message is going to create a secondary task so that it fires and forgets, basically. It returns that so that it goes and does its thing. And it actually discards after it's done running. After it's done? I think so. So this is being passed in a message. It could be passed in a location name. And try identify location async. Does this extract location name if we didn't get a location name? So let's do that here. Developers. Hey there. Thank you so much for the follow. So we'll say locate, right? We'll basically fill this in if there wasn't one. Now why doesn't it like... Well, I've got some... Okay. So this right now returns a location. I don't want it to return a location. Go all the way down to that. I want it to just do the location name. Which means this isn't doing anything now. So that's actually the text of the message. And that it is not currently awaitable. Fine. After it's done that, we have a location name. Get location async is the one that I moved. Right. So I'm going to move... Well, I can use... And it's not called, I'm not doing that. I'm doing get point from location. Yeah. Get point from location. Location and whether I'm going to force it. Okay. That's fine. Can I do a new geographic point? So I'm going to try to get it. If there's an issue, reply to chat. If location... If location is valid, there we go. So now record and plot location wants a map location, and I can go and enhance. New map location, yeah. Alright, so we want latitude. This is completely wrong. Location, longitude. Let's see if it has that. No, you hallucinated again there, my friend. The description. No, yeah, you started making up garbage there, Copilot. This should be description. I'm okay with location name. And then the service is... Did I pass that in? No, but I can pull it out of message service, yeah. Message... It doesn't know the user type. I gotta figure out that part. Why don't you like those? Well, I know they have values because I did the is valid deal there. What do you mean? No, it's not null. Because I did the is valid. You stink. So do you stink. Because I did is valid. Alright, so record and plot location. This. And the username. Too lower invariant. Okay. Which sets the locations, invokes, and notifies everybody that that happened. Okay. Ooh. Hey, what are we working on? So I have a... This is parts of a chatbot that I've been rewriting, and what it's going to handle is those friendly messages that folks mention when they first join chat, and they say, "Hey, how you doing? I'm watching from Los Angeles. I'm watching from London. I'm watching from Lisbon." For some reason, folks only watch my channel from locations that start with L. Anyways, so I want to take those locations that folks say they're watching from and plot them on a map. Oh, Dortmund, see? Oh, darn. I'm into the D's now. So, Lebanon, there you go. All right, so my feature here was doing too many things. So I'm trying to simplify so we can isolate some of that logic and be able to test a little bit more cleanly. From United States, there you go. What a nice username, ha ha ha. I see what you did there. And that's impressive, let me tell you. Now, I broke my test map. Right? Here. This is broken now because there's a place in here right there. Thank you so much for the follow. Right, so now I want to do what did I just call it? What did I just call that method? Parse and handle message. Sure. That's actually just a string. Actually, wait a sec. That user type is a string that it carries along. Do I have it in here? No. There's my test message. Stream roll. Instead of user type. Right? Let's update that. No, I said stream roll because I meant it. Stream roll. Orchestra. Subscriber. There we go. So then I can say, oh, come on now. Multi-byte, hello, welcome. Yeah, chat service message. New chat service message. Right, and I thought let's move you up. Faux username. Really? You're not going to suggest? The message is... Come here. There's that. Chat service. Right now I'll make it Twitch. No, let's do date time, offset now. Just a new URI for the avatar. And user type. Oh, I'm missing one of these and that. So, okay, that's fixed, kind of. Let's see if it works. When in doubt, hit the button. See if it works. Yes, those things don't exist. So I need to build back out my AI geocoder here, and that's okay. This should be just... What the heck? I'm just going to say everything's true. No, why isn't it like that? Because it's... Try that. Where I was doing the... Why don't you like that? Because it just returns a task. It does. I could set up a test method that returns directly instead of does the fire and forget. Because this is coming from a test. But you know what, honestly? That's a test harness. I don't need that right now. Because I've got you friends out there, right? Right? And gosh, you don't like to key in weird locations to test my map, right?
It's illegal in 9 countries.
No, it's not, because they're doing it here in the chat room. So I'm in Philly. Got that. Didn't return the appropriate icon, but that's okay. We've got something. No, Twitch community would never do that. Never, never, never gonna do that. And no errors over here yet. So what did it do? No, the ridiculous, unpronounceable town names from Wales. Didn't respond to anybody. New York in Canada? Nice, I see what you did there. No. Let's see what we get. Okay. Did we get a location name? Yes. So it's going to attempt to get that. Okay, the location here is real location true. No other information. No latitude, no longitude with it. See, that's a problem. Like, so it's not valid. Geographic point. It's a real location, but not valid because we don't have any information. DFW. Yeah. That it should be able to find. Interesting that, no, location name came back as null. All right, pause. I'm not going to reply. I'm just going to return. Don't do anything. Right? I'm trying to gate the action coming over to the AI and trying to do any kind of plotting. But what I'm seeing is let's open up and use this as the prompt. Yeah. So now let it fly. You are Charlie. Do your job. I like that. Keep the health checks up. YouTube is... It'll take a second. It'll get connected. There we go. And... the location it returned, for me saying I'm in Philly, it's a real location. There's the coordinates. There we go. Think of all the ozone we're destroying running these frivolous prompts. It's actually because I'm like I'm not using that many tokens and I'm running all locally. This isn't a big electrical drain. I hear you, but this isn't a big electrical drain. Not like generate an image of, that's a huge electrical drain. Now, Hello from Linux should have picked up generate a movie. Yeah, that freaking that burns down forests. What that one does. So that one there isn't a location name, so just return. That's fine. Right? So let's pin. So there's trying to get Greenland. No location name. So here's the thing, right? You have to actually give it a little bit of a format to kind of introduce where you're from. Hello from undefined, sure. Yeah, location, and it doesn't have latitude, longitude. Disable the breakpoints. Let's go test directly on the AI with Open Web UI. So if yeah. I feel like I need to make this 2 prompts. I'm trying to ask it to do too many things and trying to get it to the Microsoft Extensions AI interaction that I'm doing, where I'm trying to have it return a complex location, is choking. Right? If I take these out of here and I make this right, make it 0, or no, you know what? Let's make it like -200, because we know that's a completely bogus value. Right, -200. Yeah. What? Fine. Let's see if that goes. Right, because those are now actually things. Hello from RMRF. Oh, man. You're going to rimraff me? Hi from Philly. There I am. It's moving further and further south is what I'm noticing. No. The wreck of the Titanic. That's interesting. Like, it clearly dropped all the way through and hit my location. What do we got this time? Nothing. Imatra. All right. Hi, folks. Nope. Drop that out. Just fixed a bug in your JavaScript? All right. Malaysia Flight 370. Really? Sure. Is it valid? False. But it was a real location. Let me clear the cache here. That's... Come here, you bouncing me around here, friend. There we go. Let's put a description in here also. I don't want to call it name, and I don't want to call it location name, but I want to be able to carry it back. And yeah, that's because I wanted to do multiple. Get response. Yeah. We'll get there. Let me restart it here for you. Do I know where Linux projects is up to with Aspire? What do you mean? Run your project in a Linux container? They do. They do. Right now they run natively, but you can run it in a container, sure. That's absolutely a thing. All right. Location is valid. False. For Night City. Yep, good. Location is valid for Philly. False. It's a real location. Yeah, no. I don't think it's parsing and handling this type very well using Microsoft Extensions AI. Let's go back over here.
Oh my.
Right? Format your response in JSON. Oh, yeah. Okay. Latitude, longitude. Description. And actually, it should be doing this. Like, I thought that was part of the prompt here. Chat options. What happens if I do that? Tell it use the native JSON schema to, because it should pass that format your response. Let's right here. Let's take a look. Hey, there's our friend Brady Gaster. Hello. We're running into some challenges with the complex prompt that's asking, is this a real location? And if it is, give me the latitude, longitude. So the example is, well, that's not going to come back, and that's not going to work. Let's add a condition on this. Condition. Not. Come here. Not. String is null or empty. Location name. All right. Cool. Real location. Oh, very funny. Yep, that is a real location. I've been through there. And those should start. Yeah, I see the coordinates. All right. So here, this was passing in Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Yes, I see what you did there. And is not a recognized location on Earth, but here's latitude and longitude. What? Hang on. Oh, you know what I should do? I should turn off the Israel location is valid from getting serialized. No. You want to know about weird places? No, you want to take a look at Centralia. You want to know about weird places. Look at Centralia. All right. Ooh. Okay, so what I'm seeing. Let's call this name. How do I tell it to ignore this one? No matter. Yeah, stop. Right, because we had folks yesterday trying all kinds of unreal locations, and while that's fun and funny, do I really want the AI to even look at that? That's a place? What's a place? Yeah, the Fire Town. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, so Maryland. That's a good one. That it should find. And so here's my result coming back. And it is a real location. That means it is valid. And, okay, I've got Tulsa. So here's the location result for Tulsa. That looks better. Yellow Dog, Pennsylvania. Oh, that's still handling Tulsa. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, looks. So Maryland, Tulsa, it didn't do... It didn't do... Okay, so on... It was over here. Trying to go through that. I need to make that a concurrent dictionary. Don't I? Helps if you spell it right, Fritz. What? Yeah, stop. Right. No, that's a thing. Come on now. Fine. Still doesn't like it. Because that needs to be a concurrent dictionary. There I go with the caps again. All right. I think this needs to be like a try remove. What don't you like? Wants a key value pair. Discard. Love the discard. You do exist. Oh, wait a sec. What do we got here? Hosting failed to start. Well, that's not going to work. Come on now. Discards are pretty great. Not gonna lie. Still connecting to YouTube. Right. Got the location. Yellow Dog Village. Found it. It's not a real location, so it's not. But that sure looks... North Korea, it should get that one. Pin that. North Korea got that one. But it dropped my... I'm in Philly. It didn't find a name. Oh. Let me, let's dump the cache. Dump it. right. Got it. Location name, Philadelphia. Okay. So it's looking for it's not looking for a question like that. It's looking for folks that are going to announce where they're from. So here, from my location, San Francisco. San Francisco. Why did it say San Francisco? It converted my location to San Francisco. Helka, Greece. Valid location. Plotted. Now, I moved around the user type information being passed along. So, code with Sean, if you announce, hello from the sweetest that's a good one. Is that going to come up with Hershey, Pennsylvania? Doesn't say. Night City is the, yeah, there's one that folks like to test with. London. Interesting that it turned Night City into London. Let me go back here. When it's been created, I need to put the user type on there, which is, oh, I can pull that out of message. No, wait a sec. Wait a sec. Oh. No, I can't. No, wait. I thought it was on there. Yeah, stream roll. And the URI is on there. That's a... The future, not a real location. Not valid. Yeah, that's a chat service message. And a chat service message has a role on it. Yeah. I don't know why you moved over there. Two lower. Yep. That should hit now. Actually, yeah, let's see what happens. Tomorrowland. Yep, Uranus is a place. Doesn't say it is, though. The pizza capital of the U.S., Washington, D.C. I think it picked up capital of the U.S. and plotted that. if I do mine. Yep. Okay. Is that Mianus, Connecticut? Mianus River. Los Santos? Didn't find Los Santos. Napalm gets the the Stargate. Oh gosh. So I actually started working on the ability to have custom icons for different folks. And that's a thing that I started tweaking thanks to some influence from Joystick Nick and Ellie-Face trolling us yesterday. Dortmund, that should pick up pretty easy. There you go, Dortmund. Yep. Osnabrück. Got that one. Oh yeah. Israel should get that easy. Yeah. Piece of cake on that. I feel like we took a big step here, and we're getting much more accurate representations of these locations from the AI now. They're not all perfect, but we're getting there. You know? Galaxy mapping. Yes, that's what we need. I'm going to save the changes that I have at this point. Wow. Right, because I created a bunch of model objects. Refactored mapping. How we doing over here if I do chat from YouTube? I'm in Denver. Of course it picks up Denver. And yep, it plotted a YouTube user in Denver. And it's my user on the YouTube channel. Terrific. Hello from Potato? No Potato. See, that's quick coming back. Bangladesh? That, no problem with that one, right? Who punched in Bangladesh? TJ over there. Down under, it turned it into Australia. Here's the Sao Paulo one that we've tried a little bit. There you go. And it put the proper annotations on it. Now we're talking. All right. We're getting somewhere. Madagascar? Sure, let's try Madagascar. Yep, of course. Of course. But it didn't plot the right location. Oh, now we're going to start trying the non-Western character sets. Where did Madagascar get plotted? Because it should be down there. Come on. Right? Where did it plot Madagascar? That's not Madagascar. That's really not Madagascar. Like, in a bad way, that's not Madagascar. I'm going to turn off that one. So, somebody was asking what happens if I change my location. Would it re-register your location? No, actually, it ignores you if you try and if you try to give it a second location. It's already registered your location for this run. Boom, throws it out. It's like an analytics tool for real-time location tracking. Kind of, but it's only running with the locations that folks share. If you don't share your location, I don't know your location. If you don't share an accurate location, I don't know your location. I mentioned right here. I was on YouTube with my account and I wrote that I'm in Denver. But over here on Twitch, I wrote I'm in Philly. Well, which one is it? Is it Philadelphia? Is it? So, that's a Stargate. That's a Stargate. I'm using a Stargate for, what was it, for moderators. Stupid. So there we go. Somebody, Night City, and it turned Night City into London. And there's probably some description that goes with that we might be able to capture. Am I a friend of Coding Garden? No, but I'm a friend of Imperial. Yeah. Is Coding Garden in Denver? I am a friend of his. I like to think I am. So, not bad. Yeah, it took Night City and pointed it to London. Yeah. And for some reason, not all the YouTube icons are coming right through. It's giving me a too many requests mention on that. Whatever. No, it's not gonna. So you're already in here. Code was shown. I'll delete. Now try your message again. Like some of these other ones, it should pick up and show right away. Like, and actually, yeah, I don't think my tests from over here are going to be working right now. So the location identifier is a regex. I didn't want to run AI to do this. But it was saying hello again from. It sees the again and doesn't know what to do with that. There you go, Malta. And it knows to plot that. Not bad. So the suggestion from Brady, and it makes sense, is to have a second check that when you pass in, Day City, not a real location, not valid. So that isn't loading. Phrasing? There you go. So, did we solve our geographic issue? We've dramatically improved it. I think we've dramatically improved it. There's more to do here. And I really appreciate the feedback and and tinkering with this. Palestine? Yep, that's a real location. It plotted. I'm not going to get into the politics, but... Yep. It's... got it plotted right next to the Israeli one. So... I think I want to look into a different map component. Bucharest, that should be a good one. Yep. I need to work on this and get this like sorted alphabetically by I don't know what. But yeah. I mean, this is my test screen, right? I've got, realistically, this dashboard is where I'm going to be living in, and I haven't put styling on this yet because I want it to look and feel cool and be something that's high tech that I can look at and high tech feeling. Aurora, no, it doesn't know Aurora. You might need to give it a little bit more information there. I don't have it replying and saying I don't recognize that location. I could have it do that. Aurora, Colorado. It has that one. Yes, indeed. Interestingly, it's right next to the hat that I have for Denver. So that leads to this interesting question of what happens when there's multiple within a small area like that, right? Because they're kind of layered over each other. I thought there was an opacity that I could set on the map. Right. No. What did I call? What's the name of the component that I wrote? Yeah, Chatter Map Razor. Yeah, see, moderators, Stargate. We're gonna fix that. But is there pop-up anchor, shadow anchor? What's pop-up anchor? Yeah, I don't think there's a way to... I would almost have to inject a little bit of CSS. Big Ben, yep, found that one. There you go. Who was that? Somebody from YouTube? Yep, DGen1. So, are we optimizing something here? So this is using an AI prompt to search Olama and return these locations. The location geographic points that it's returning are because it's been indexed on Wikipedia, and those locations are on Wikipedia. Right? So if we go to... Right? If we go to... right, and if we look up, I'll just use Philadelphia as an example. Right, see, it's got coordinates. Right there. So, the large language model has this article indexed. Wikipedia is one of those things that all the language models index because it's a pretty good repository of information to train the language model on. Well, those coordinates, just load them up. So if there's, right, so Big Ben, let's go grab that, right? It's got coordinates. So It's just grabbing the coordinates basically off of Wikipedia, right? If the coordinates are good, great. If they're not, okay. So that's essentially what we're doing here is we're doing Wikipedia geolocating by way of Olama. Oh, that's a thing. So, I think that's good enough for now. Yeah. There's. Oh yeah, the pipeline absolutely. This is so Rube Goldbergian, right? But it's fun, and we're getting there. It's been a long time since you've seen a developer using Edge. Okay. What do you see developers preferring to use? I'm curious. Chrome, it's the same browser. It's more secure than Chrome. Because we know that Google is openly and actively harnessing, collecting information coming off of Chrome. Firefox, we need to move off of because Firefox has put into their information, into their terms of service, that they can collect any information that you type into the browser. Any information that you type in. So, no, there is a difference, Ragath. Google is actively collecting information out of Chrome. That's a thing, and Microsoft is not. Google collecting data from Chrome. So, it's like, that's a thing. Microsoft Edge collecting data. Collects and stores data on your device. Sends information to Microsoft to make browsing experience rich, fast, and personal. Collecting data is necessary to keep it secure, up to date. But it's not sending your information. It's keeping your personal information safe. It's only sending right? You can see their information. So so that's why I avoid Chrome, because by using Edge, I get the same rendering, and I can infer the difference between the two. So, Brave is just as bad. Brave actually pivoted and got even worse about collecting information. So, yeah, Brave did a thing recently. I think you're right, TJ. I think you're right. See, I've got to fix the alignment of this. That's annoying. Arc? Haven't used Arc. So, yeah. Yeah. Ads just kicked in on Twitch. We're still running live over on YouTube. Let's just... Cool. It's good, but slow? Okay. Not too many people are writing their own browser engines, browser rendering engines, because Chromium's open source and available, so just grab that and wrap it with whatever features, right? That's a thing. So, am I going to replace Tags app with this one? No. Tags app is very much for managing interactions and chat for an event and interacting with 6 different services. This is a dedicated chatbot that I'm going to customize to the nines that is specific to the stuff and the shenanigans we do on this channel. So that's different. So, right, like I have the lower third capabilities here so that I can do stuff like that. I've got to fix the animation on that. Like, I don't know why it's not loading the... Well, I do know why. For some reason, YouTube is telling me that the images are being loaded too many times. I'm not requesting it, so I don't know why. So... Is it detecting points of interest? Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. So this isn't a replacement for Tags app at all. Tags app does a completely different thing. I'm integrating the Q&A capabilities that Tags app has. And in fact, I may take the map over to Tags app, and we'll have that for .NET Conf. We'll see. Here, I'll restart the bot so that we can do one more play with the map. I'll turn that off. So, how did I bind YouTube chat with my backend API? Did I use continuous scraping, or does YouTube provide APIs? YouTube provides APIs. So what I'm doing is there's an API. I'm just connected up and listening to that API, and as new messages arrive, convert them into my inner message format and pass them through the rest of the thing, the stuff, the rest of my backend services. Well, that's interesting. I have no idea where that is, Robson, but it... Oh, no, there it is. There we go. So... Yeah, continuous scraping is something that'll get you in violation with YouTube. I started trying to do that, and you're violating their terms of service. It's a bad idea. Between Nashville and Dollywood. What did it pick up for there? Like, that's not really between Nashville and Dollywood. That's not really. That's more or less just Nashville. And even then, isn't Nash Vegas up in here somewhere? And Knoxville is over here. Like, I thought Nashville was up in here. So... Trinidad. Why did it plot Trinidad at 00? You're right, DGen1. That's an interesting bug. Let's concatenate this. And Oh, what did I do? Right, message, service, toString, toLower, dash. Now, why doesn't it like that? Oh. Errors were found. No, there weren't. No errors. Try again. Yeah. Getting data from Wiki is not reliable? No. Got Sao Paulo there. But it should now cache if you have the same name in both locations. So there's me. Oh, and look, it put... I'm okay with that. Because that name only shows up for me. So I'm okay with that. The Nile. West Pole? West Pole? PH. What is that? Where is that? Yep, picked up in picked up the town of Brasilia. Okay. That's interesting. Dhaka, Bangladesh. It looks pretty close. Right. India? Yeah, oh yeah, we can that's an easy one. And it's just plotting a location. I would actually prefer if it was like in the middle of the country. Maybe we can update the prompt to if the location is a country or if the country is no, if the location is not a city or point of interest, report a location, report coordinates that are in the center of that location, something like that. I don't know. Try it again. And I'll need to flush the cache because it'll have India right where it had generated coordinates for the very southern tip. We should flush the cache so that it goes and looks up new coordinates and uses the new prompt. What? Cache insight, go. You're running, go. Do the thing. Cache. And we're going to flush the cache. I really should put these all in like, yeah, go. Do it. Yeah, see, my location, it somehow goes to San Francisco, and I think that's something that that folks are, yeah. But Sao Paulo, it went to the city, right? So Mumbai, that one should pick up quite nicely. There you go. Yeah. And right, you gave it that precision so it knew exactly where to go. Have a good one. Yeah, we'll see you soon, Sean. Eastern Europe, there we go. That's not bad, right? It just picked a random, here somewhere in Eastern Europe. Okay. Okay. Jerusalem, sure. Sure. Right, and these locations, more accurately, the prompts and their results are being cached in my Redis cache here with a hash of the prompt, so that right, so that I'm getting, the next time folks come through and say, hey, I'm in this location, it will hit the cache and not even touch the AI. Right? Siberia, and yeah, we picked up a location out in the middle of, just in the middle of Siberia. Nope, space. Well, so it only records one location. So, and there is, you can see there's a little bit of lag in how it's identifying and plotting. And that's okay. Area 51. You did an Area 51. Sure. Sure. But Eastern Europe, yeah, that popped up. Why aren't... Yeah. So, you're fighting with your Aspire WinUI 3 project. Well, okay. Anyone knows how to fix this error message? Windows App SDK requires a specific target OS version. You're not, when you're building with, that's not an Aspire issue. That's a Windows UI. And Mars solar system? Yeah, it came up 00. When you're doing that, you need to have a Windows SDK installed. And when you choose to build with WinUI, yeah, you need to specify a specific version of Windows. That's not an Aspire thing. Aspire will help launch that executable for you, but that's about it. I'm not going to allow that through. That's a little bit doxing. No, I'm not going to allow that through. There's more than 6 locations there. Yeah, Alaska, there you go. I would have expected it to be somewhere up here, but I put it down there. Alcatraz, there you go. There's a fun one. Southeast Africa. Yeah. Okay. Trying to do some really precise locations there, aren't you? For, like, New York City. Hello from the middle of the map? No, it's not going to give you that. So, North Korea, yep, it just plotted North Korea. think I've got it pretty well cut off so that it doesn't, so that you can't escape and do funny things with the location. So, all right. I think Harish, I think I've Pradesh, India. There you go. Yeah. This is moving along really well. I'm going to get some lunch. Know what I'm saying? And I'm going to call it a stream here. I'm really happy with how we found out that it wasn't so much the AI that was causing problems, but it was that JSON format that I was retrieving and formatting and putting into my workflow that I needed to tune so that it was properly receiving that. The nullables around the properties were not being handled well. So that's absolutely a thing that feels like needs to be addressed in future versions. Would I recommend, a question here, would I recommend Tim Corey's C# Master Course, even though I'm already creating small but production-ready .NET apps? I'm not familiar with this course, so I can't say. Tim has some fantastic content. I can't speak towards the content of that course. I'm sure if you ask him politely, Tim will happily respond and let you know. You don't have a good idea how some interface, some interface with a generic type works. You have problems with proper code architecture and everything looks like spaghetti code. That just takes some of that takes practice, but it sounds like you aren't familiar with generics in C#. I take a look at generics. I have a couple videos on the .NET channel where I talk about generics in my Learn C# with C# Fritz video series. Take a look there. It might get you a little bit further along. So, who would have thought to use AI as a geocoder? There's a lot more that I'm going to be doing with AI as part of this. I'm not going to be sharing all of it immediately. There's some very cool ideas that Brady and I have been talking through that are going to get added into here and that are going to be part of this. And I'm excited to tinker and bring those features into chat and then share the source code for that with you. Robson asking, have I ever used OpenTelemetry? Yes, and I have. Health checks aren't really OpenTelemetry, but health checks are in this, and you saw me going to the health check screen. I do have a metric that's being reported. Can I show that? Let me see. Can I show that real quick? I do have a metric that I have it reporting. I was attempting to have it report. No, it's not here. I think I removed it. Yeah, I did. And I'll get that put back in here. Yeah, see, activity set, activity, add exception, and yeah, record the activity. So I'll work on this for next time that we're together, but to exactly your question, Robson, and this is as part of a series of videos that I'm doing for Microsoft. I want to show how to extend OpenTelemetry and take advantage of it with .NET Aspire to light up metrics and tracing, health checks, all those other things on the dashboard that are specific to the way you do business, the business logic and things that you're interested in, more than just the low level, hey, a database a database method ran. I logged some errors and whatnot. So that, absolutely, I've got some content coming on and I want to do more with. And I'm going to make part of this, which also means I want to make it part of SharpSight, so that SharpSight is presenting some of that telemetry and we can learn from and grow that and so on and so forth. There's so many great things that we're going to do, and I don't have time to do them all. So Olama needs cool video card or very cool processor for self-running. Magnivio, I'm running on a NVIDIA 3070, so I'm not building this for other folks to use. It really is something that I'm building for this stream, so I'm okay with that. Additionally, oh my gosh, I got to show you this. Let's just rip the band-aid off of this one. Hang on. GitHub models. GitHub models are free for you to use when you have Copilot. Like, yeah, give me one. And, what is the, geographic coordinates of, Berlin? Done. So, you're right. Running Olama locally, this is free to use. There is a rate limit on it. They call it the high rate limit. So I can only send through 10 requests per minute, 50 requests per day, so many tokens per request. So, and I think that's I don't think that makes sense because it's 150 requests per day on the low. That doesn't feel right. Anyways. But bounce off of this thing. It's free, right? Like, so lots of options that are available out there that you can tinker with. Can you program in C# with just using span and structs? Yes, but why? Like, you can do that, but why? Sure, you're reducing your memory allocations. There's hurdles you have to go through in order to use those effectively, I'll say. Like, there's times and places to do that. You can absolutely do that. If you want to minimize memory usage, it's not minimizing memory usage. It's minimizing memory allocation on the heap. It gets immediately collected after it goes out of scope. Immediately. There is no garbage collection. So that helps a little bit. Thank you so much for being here. Let me see who else is streaming on the big Twitch TV network we can get you connected to, get you rated into for some fun. Let's take a look. Let's go visit with our friend Finite Singularity, who's doing some OBS plugin development. Thank you so much for being here. If you're watching on YouTube, there's lots of other great videos, recordings of my other streams that are available down below or over here, depending on which YouTube client you're using, all right? Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back, and I'm not going to be back for another week because I'm going to be at Microsoft MVP Summit. You will see me on Tuesday on the Visual Studio channel on Twitch, on the .NET channel on YouTube, hosting the .NET Aspire Community Stand-Up. You might recognize some of the samples that we're talking about that day. I'll be there with our friend Maddie Montequilla talking about .NET Aspire and building big applications with .NET, all right? Have a fantastic weekend wherever you might be. I wish you good health and good coding. Take care.